Right, welcome back to Remove Before Race. Now, near the start of when our channel was born, about 6 months or so ago, you might remember that I was dragged into a BMW dealership by Chewy, and we left home in a brand new BMW M2 Coupe. Immediately, I took the car out and absolutely fell in love with this small, nimble, and fast two-door coupe. But you haven't seen the car since then, and that's because the design team of ROK Studio have been working hours and hours and on months on end alongside Dub Customs to create an incredible new design that pays homage to the CSL BMWs of old. And that's what we're going to show you today. So here it is, ROK Studio's M2 CSL Hommage, as we're calling it. And it was based off the old Batmobile and the old CSLs of old, and as you'd expect, the CSL Hommage concept. But there was two versions of that concept, and the studio originally were deciding which design way they wanted to go to. There was the Golf Yellow version, and there was the more extreme CSL Hommage R. And we decided to go for the R, because the M2's body is so wide and aggressive that it would hold the livery and the lines of the R in a way that no other M car in the current lineup can. So let's have a look at what the studio did to increase the bulk of the M2, but keep it as close to the Hommage R concept and the old Batmobile as possible. So let's start with the front end. Now this is livery that you would have seen on the Hommage and other M cars. But what we've done here is increased the bulk of the bonnet of the M2 by adding some recesses in between the stripes here, and it just gives the bonnet a slightly more aggressive look. We've also got the classic CSL logo underneath the BMW logo here, but the most impressive part of the front end, which really makes it look like a special edition, is this carbon splitter at the bottom, which was created by Mode Carbon in the USA, specifically for the M2, and it looks much like the M3, or rather the M4 GTS carbon under spoiler. The livery continues at the bottom into the air intakes. There's also an official M Performance part here, which is the blacked out front kidney grills. Coming around to the side, the first thing that hits you straight away apart from the livery is the competition pack wheels. These are the 666M ones, and they're official BMW parts. And these are 20 inches and they've come straight off the M4. And what this does, the overall look of the car, it plants the whole M2 so much better on its wheels with the larger alloys, and it gives, again, more of the look that you see in the Hommage R concept, and it gives the impression of almost a never-ending shape from the body moving onto the wheels. Now, BMW do offer official livery for the M2, but we wanted to take that a step further and show something closer to what was in the original CSL cars. Now, we had to restrain ourselves on this, and we decided to finish the livery off before the front wheel arch, because just having it in this section of the car makes the M2 look even stockier than its space shape. We've also wrapped the bottom side sill in gloss black to decrease the bulk of the car from the side view and make it look even wider on the front and the rear. Coming on to the rear of the car, we look at the C-pillar. Now this is a design that we actually beat BMW to. It was a classic thing that they used to have in older cars, and it's having the BMW logo on the C pillar, and we've also put the Hommage logo behind that, and you'll now see this coming in the brand new X2. On the rear, more M Performance parts. We've got the carbon spoiler, which gives a ducktail type look on the rear, and it really helps the profile of the car from the side. And then you've got the carbon rear diffuser as well, which again gives that sporty look. We've also added the track arrow here, and then you'll notice the livery is very different to what BMW did on the official M2 livery. Again, it sits in the middle of the bumper, making the car look wider from the rear. We also wrapped the rear red reflectors in a way that makes them look like rear air ducts, and also just makes the car look a bit more aggressive from the rear. Now the colour that we chose was satin silver, and this was specifically done for two reasons. One, there's only 4 colours available on the M2: black, long beach blue, white and grey, and we wanted to bring something that was different to the standard colours that are available. The other reason was, satin is a great way of showing the curves of a car, and as we said, there's no more curvy M car than the M2, so it serves two purposes beautifully. To contrast the satin silver, we left the M livery as gloss to give a nice contrast between the livery and the body of the car. Next, it was also crucial to make sure the interior matched with the exterior, so we brought in the M stripes into the trim pieces as a direct connection. And the final cherry on top was the M Performance steering wheel with some more little touches by us. So guys, that's the whole of our M2 CSL Hommage. We hope you liked it. I mean, the response here has been incredible. We first brought it to Park Lane here in London, which is the biggest, most prestigious BMW showroom in the whole of the UK, if not the world. And they were just blown away by it, which was humbling for us as a team, because as you guys know, we're really AMG obsessive. So this is almost a M car designed by AMG guys. And that's not to say it's at all AMG influence, it's rather the opposite. We delved as far into the brand philosophy as we could, and the concept, or the brief rather, behind this was to create something that looks as if BMW themselves made it. And I think we've achieved that, and the proof of the pudding was when Park Lane very kindly offered to have our M2 at the launch of the new M5 about a month or so ago, which again was a huge honour for us. So let us know what you think in the comments. For us, it's been an amazing project. So this Hommage package is available currently with ROK Studio, so you can actually get this done to your own M2, and it doesn't require for you to have the competition wheels. There are other designs using the standard wheels as well, and this particular car is currently for sale at Park Lane with ROK Studio, so you can get your hands on this as well. So just to finish off, a huge thank you to BMW Park Lane for giving us this area to film, having it at the launch, and just giving us a chance to show what we could do. And indeed, our partners at Dub Customs for helping us out with the implementation of this incredible concept that we've done here. So now we have to say bye-bye to our M2. But the question really is that where the story ends? I guess you'll have to stay tuned to see. Just get closer to the bed. I think there's something alive in there. It's moving! Sorry. Wallet. Ah, money! It's mine. Ah! What happened there?
You know, they said that Heinz beans really good for you. Don't knock the doors, I'm telling you, just as good.
Hey guys, that's the whole of our M2 CSL. Bloody phone stuff.
Sorry, bro.
Chewy. It's late for this shit, man.
Go.
Seriously.
Lights, camera, action, 2, go.
Dinner. Lucas is waiting. Nadim's waiting. Your family's waiting.
Okay. Somebody want to help me with this? Like I did one before. Hello?
What's the matter? What's the matter? Cool. You ticklish? I think you're
No,
ticklish.
but you're touching the wrong place, I'm telling you now.